Hey pilots, welcome to the channel, and welcome as always to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. My name is Luke, this is my first video on the channel. My brother Jamie has been doing all of the other videos, such as the G1000 videos and mixture video. But today, I'll be taking the controls and going over IndiaFoxtEcho's Boeing T-45C. This is a really nice add-on aircraft that I decided I would show you guys. It's almost perfect in my opinion, and yeah, first I'll go over the exterior, I suppose. So, stuff like the modeling and texturing and liveries. So, straight off the bat, I can say the modeling is superb. I can't really find any bad parts of the aircraft. Say, like, you know, curved lines that more look like many straight lines. There's none of those. It's really smooth looking aircraft, really slick, and they did a really good job of replicating that for this game. You can see they really put a lot of time into getting the aircraft right from the get-go. Even stuff like down to the texturing, you know, the PBR texturing that they put on this plane. It's really, really nice. And liveries and that kind of thing as well. Really nice to see. They've put some nice weathering as well on the aircraft. Like, say, here on this panel here, you can see kind of dents and stuff like that from use over time. And, you know, in some spots it's kind of dirty as well, which is nice to see. It just adds to sort of it adds to the detail a lot, in my opinion, because it doesn't look like a plane that's just never flown an hour in its life. You know, it looks like it's been a really well used plane, which is really nice. You know, they put that effort into weather it and stuff like that. In terms of liveries, then it comes with a variety of liveries, all for different like areas of the U.S. Navy. So they might have, like, say, more than one type of livery. So, like, say they might have more than one version of this livery, but they could be different like numbers. So, like, this is 163 or Alpha 163, should I say, but they could have different versions as well of real world aircraft. Another nice feature of this aircraft is the tail hooks. So yes, you can operate this on aircraft carriers. It works really well on those as well. So that's basically the exterior. It's a really nice looking exterior for an aircraft, and I'm really glad that they put this much work into it. Moving on to the interior, I think they did a superb job here. Not every single switch is clickable, but it's enough to get you by and then some. So yeah, it's not, maybe not like study level, but it's very close, and I think the detailing here is just superb. If you spawn in like cold and dark, there's like the remove for forced flight tags, stuff like that, still hanging off different places. The canopy opens up, and you can hear there's a change in sound as well when that happens. Game lag there, sorry. So yeah, if you go to the outside, I can also deploy the steps, which I just did a second ago, and the canopy as well. And the sound changes when you do that as well, which is nice. So footsteps, and then the canopy. Close that back over. So, in terms of the displays and stuff like that, you can load up flight plans in the Microsoft Flight Simulator menu, and then click a few buttons, and it'll show up here for you as well. And then you've got a really nice sort of display here with your speed, your altitude, speed, like artificial horizon, stuff like that. Really nice, I guess, marks and stuff like that on the panels. On this panel here as well, nice scratches and stuff like that. It's really nice to see. Especially for like kind of a mid-range add-on. This costs €30. You can also see here there's a nice heads-up display. It's a really bright heads-up display, really nice to look at. So you can turn it on and off here. There's like a day and night thing, like auto. Sorry, not night. Sorry, day and like auto sort of brightness, and then there's a brightness knob as well. So I just want to talk about this heads-up display for a second, because it just shows how committed IndiaFoxtEcho are to their products. So basically, with every single update that comes out with Microsoft Flight Simulator, especially when they do something with heads-up displays, all of the heads-up displays for third-party add-ons break. And it's really annoying, because then you have to fly this plane like this, right? Really zoomed out so you can see the speed and artificial horizon and all that. It's really annoying. So the great thing about it is that IndiaFoxtEcho are really hands-on with their updates and improving their add-ons to make them as good as they can get. So I remember when I first got this aircraft, the heads-up display was pretty bad. It was like kind of really dim, and not very clear and stuff like that. So when you're flying, when you're climbing into like even a day like this, you know, when it might be like clouds or it's a blue sky, you couldn't see a thing. You'd have no idea what your speed was. You'd have no idea what your altitude was. It was pretty bad. And then they updated it and it was really good. And they listened to customer feedback as well, which is really important because like users like us notice stuff, and it's good that they, you know, help out. So let's get this aircraft up into the air, and I'll explain why I'm at London City in just a second. So SAG takeoff. Release parking brake. Okay, and we're off. So quite a lot of people around London, including the YouTuber Swiss001 there, very famous. Just I think at London City as well. So we'll get this up into the sky. We can rotate around now. It's very, very good to. It's a very good runway performer. I'll just turn off live weather because we are kind of flying a little diagonally here. There, that looks better. So yeah, the runway performance is really good. You don't even need London City. It rotates around 100, 150 knots. And I'll explain now why I'm at London City. And it's because of this river right in front of us. So this is the Thames, as you may know. It's the river that London is built on. And this is one of my favourite things to do. Follow the river, go as close as you can, low as you can, down to the ground. And yeah, just fly like this. Just all the way down before performing a touchdown at London Heathrow. It requires a lot of precision and it's perfect for an aircraft like this. So, believe it or not, this is only a trainer aircraft. It was used for, like, say when they were training pilots for the F-18s, stuff like that. I believe, I don't know if they're used that much anymore, but yeah, even though they're a trainer, do not underestimate them. I can often get up to about 500 knots while doing this course here, which is really good. Honestly, the performance is probably just slightly slower than the F-18 that comes on Microsoft Flight Simulator without afterburners on. So this aircraft doesn't have afterburners at all, but it's still very, very fast. So, as I said, it was a trainer for the F-18 and other fighter jets of the era, and it actually started development under McDonnell Douglas. They won a contract for it, but when McDonnell Douglas merged with Boeing, it was up to Boeing then to continue development and manufacturing of it. So it's a modified version of the BAE Hawk. So it's got carrier compatibility. That's the main version. Sorry, that's the main difference, should I say, between this version and the BAE Hawk, is that it's got carrier capability built into it. So yeah, coming on over 400 knots here, pegging it down the Thames here, going out of sort of London city centre, I guess, down towards Heathrow, seeing a bit more vegetation and stuff like that, which is good. ATC are going to get angry at me, but I'm concentrating a little too much here for them. And yeah, this is a really fun little way to test the limits of the aircraft, and it's a very, very fun aircraft to fly. I don't know if you can hear the audio very well, but the audio of the aircraft is kind of a bit one-sided. It just sounds the same all the time, really. There's no variations, but this is something that IndiaFoxtEcho are known for. Their audio is never the absolute bee's knees, but honestly, I don't really mind. So, got a little wide on this turn here. Do a quick barrel roll, you know. So yeah, you might recognize the BAE Hawk from, like, say, what the Red Arrows use, so like that. So obviously the agility has rubbed off onto this aircraft. So we'll go down towards Heathrow. We'll bring back the power a little, because we're very fast. It's over there, I think it is, Heathrow. So yeah, it's very fast, as you just saw there. So we'll start slowing down a little, bring back the throttle. I'll need to bring up my map. Alright, so we're right beside Heathrow, actually. So keep slowing down. Slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. We'll start setting flaps. We're probably a little too fast, but We'll also turn on speed brakes, put down gear. Actually, no, our gear was down for that entire run. Didn't realise. Never mind. And we'll just perform a touchdown in Heathrow. We won't bother with any ATC stuff. But yeah, that's the little route I like to do with this aircraft. It's very good fun. It really shows the performance of the aircraft very well. So now we'll just perform a landing here on 27 right at Heathrow. Sorry, 27 left. So it lands at around 200 knots, maybe a little less. I'll put back on speed brakes actually. The speed brakes are very effective. You can see them back here. They open up very, very wide. They kind of remind me of like the Avro RJs, the way their speed brakes look. So, and we come a little low, but yeah, this plane is not very known for its smooth landings. Since it's a Navy aircraft, it's designed to land hard on aircraft carriers, and it does that very well. So I'll try and make as smooth a landing as I can, but can't promise anything. There, minus 370 feet per minute. It's a pretty hard plane to flare and land smoothly. I've done it before, but it's pretty hard. And like that, we have already got down to less than 50 knots. So the runway performance is very good. I've managed to land it on Sabah, and with a little bit of tweaking, you can get it to take off from Sabah as well, the shortest runway in the world. So just turn off the runway here onto a taxiway, and I'll give you my my sort of honest opinion on it. So what do I think of this aircraft overall then? Well, it is one of my favorite aircraft for sure for a flight simulator. It puts a smile on my face every single time I use it. It's just so fast, it's so agile, it's just really nice to fly, and I think they did a really good job of making the aircraft realistic and easy to use, and you know, looking really good as well and functional. It's really props to IndiaFoxtEcho for putting so much work into it to getting it right. It's a brilliant aircraft. So if you got the money, if you're in the market for a fighter jet with carrier capability and stuff like that, and you kind of want a bit more realism than maybe a Sobo's F-18, then this is a brilliant option. It really is. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.